what's your name?
Hi, my name is Mr. Bernio.
And what is the DC trip?
So the DC trip is a cool experience for 8th grade students where they get to go down to Washington, D.C. with their peers and explore the area. We go to a lot of different museums, a lot of different monuments, and we really basically explore D.C. and the surrounding area. And it usually happens over Columbus Day / Indigenous People Weekend.
When do you start planning for the DC trip?
So the DC trip is a continuous planning cycle. I plan basically once my first trip ends, I start planning the second one. So I just came back from Washington, D.C. in October. And as soon as that trip ended, I started planning the new one for the upcoming year of 2026.
And how do you make sure everything is finished being planned?
So that's the challenging part because there's so many variables that are out of my control and out of many people's control. The planning process pretty much keeps on going till pretty much the day before the trip. So like this year, because of the government shutdown, we were still finalizing the itinerary and all the plans up until literally that Friday that we took off, just because we had to revamp our schedule so many times. But on a typical year, usually we are done just about a month before the trip.
Is there anyone who helps you plan the DC trip?
So I do have a great group of chaperones that give me feedback, they give me insights, and then I always ask the previous group who just went what were their highlights and favorite parts, and that kind of helped me decide how to plan the following year's trip.
How much money does it cost to run the trip?
What do you mean run the trip?
Like, how much money does it cost to, plan everything?
So that part is actually taken care of by World Strides, which is the company and organization that pretty much plans and books most of our trips and what we're going to do that during our time there. And then I am more so the one that says, yes, this is a great idea. No, this is not. This is what's going to work for our students. This is what not's going to work for our students. So they're the ones that do the big planning and booking, and I'm the one that kind of makes sure that everything flows together well.
How do you choose your chaperones for the DC trip?
So for my chaperones, I usually choose people that I know that students love, that students enjoy, who are also strict but fun. We need to have a nice balance of a good time, but we're also in a new city with a new environment, and I want to make sure that everyone is having a good time but also being extremely safe, and that's usually the chaperones that I choose to attend the trip.
Thank you.
Thank you.